All right, everybody. It's Friday here at the Cardboard Alchemy Studio. It could be whatever day when you're watching this, but we are just celebrating the weekend and it's game on. We wanted to just talk about Cardboard Alchemy things that we're cooking up, and there is a lot of stuff cooking up. So if you're joining us, we do these chats weekly just to go behind the scenes of a board game publisher, and specifically Cardboard Alchemy, to find out what we're making, what we're doing. It could be leaks of key info about Flamecraft, Critter Kitchen, Mission Catastrophe, Andromeda's Edge, or secret stuff that we haven't even talked about yet. It could be production updates, like Andromeda's Edge is in production and Flamecraft has bonus new pieces that are about to come out. It could be pre-production, all sorts of stuff. And of course, we're going to be taking questions as well. Hi, Ellie. I will say that on this date, October 6th, when I'm recording this, we do not have our wonderful Rosie Powell in the studio, in the comments, helping me out with banners and asking questions. So it's just me. Rosie is actually at Essen. We talked about that. She is representing the team, demoing Critter Kitchen at the Lucky Duck game booth. If for some reason you're seeing this and you're just now getting out of bed before going to, no, it's over. The Friday's over. But if you see this and you're at Essen, you can go to Lucky Duck's booth 3S124 and get a promo card for Lucky Lake and potentially play Critter Kitchen with Rosie. So while Rosie is busy, of course, the show goes on here. I am in Burbank, California. We actually gave the exact address of the studio in our last live session, because we are about to announce the way to get the final promo card for Flamecraft, which is to go on our shop, but also you can write me a letter and just get it for free if you write a nice, it doesn't have to be handwritten, but of course what we're trying to do is have fun with that last promo. And we have already received 2 letters in the mail, so I think it's very fun already. And I'm not going to read one of those letters today yet, because I'm waiting. We're going to make a special date where I'm going to read a couple. But I want to say to the 2 people that have already sent a letter, thank you. And I'm going to put a Stuff the Magic Dragon promo in the mail for you already, so that you'll be one of the first to have it. What do I want to say for announcements? Well, this is 2 weeks to go. My main announcement that I want to talk about is it's 2 weeks to go before PotionCon. Now, if you haven't heard what PotionCon is Cardboard Alchemy's very first online convention. We are trying to have a really fun time in both YouTube and our Discord and our Facebook, and with special guests and gaming and lots of prizes. That's what we like to do. So we decided to do it right before, and I'm not going to say whether that was the wisest plan, right before we launch Critter Kitchen on Kickstarter, which means that we will be ready to talk a lot about Critter Kitchen, show you Critter Kitchen, play games with you. There are people in our Discord who are going to greet you when you enter the Discord and show you how to play and tell you what the next cool segment is with a celebrity or YouTube creator that is one of your favorite ones. What I want to talk about with PotionCon is we are about to release the schedule of events, and so I'm just going to mention some of the events. I don't have a slide handy. Whoops. So forgive me. This stream will just be some just chatting. But I do want to tell you what's happening at PotionCon, because if you want to know what it's going to be like, here's what we're going to do. Not all of it is. Some of it is US friendly hours, some of it's UK friendly hours, some of it's Singapore friendly hours, or wherever you are. But it's a mix of programs. So on Friday night, primarily, I would assume a US based things. We're going to have a game show. And the game show is with Bruce Vogue. I don't know if you've ever met him. He's in the board game industry, and he's the most hilarious. He is, I don't even know how to describe Bruce. Bruce is a ball of energy and the best MC I've ever seen. And Bruce does this for a living. He does game shows, like they're either like Family Feud or he does game shows once he got out of board games. And so we have him. He's doing one game show that's all about critters and another game show that's all about kitchens. And you can win big prizes in the game show as well as just have fun. There is going to be a Zoom link where you go into a Zoom call where we can have, I believe we have 500 seats. And then you can set your, if you have a Zoom membership, you can set your avatar. We're going to have custom critter avatars. If you want to be a critter in the studio audience, and then there's an app to play the game with everyone. So everyone gets to play the trivia game at the same time. That contest is going to be, it's so much fun. The critter one, Brad Brooks, who's co-founder of Cardboard Alchemy, wrote us a bunch of critter trivia and a bunch of kitchen trivia. So I'm super excited for this contest, this game show. After the game show, which is the only thing we're doing on Friday, it's sort of the kickoff of PotionCon. After that, and Stephanie, by the way, just really quickly says, did you say there will be an agenda with dates and times in advance? Yes. We are about to send that out in all the channels that we have. That's also going to be on our website. We have cardboardalchemy.com has a event page. And right now that's just to get tickets, but it's going to very soon have the complete schedule so that you know if you want to go to the game show or if you want to catch something else. And Ellie asks, so actually going to be on Zoom instead of doing a Discord town hall. And that is correct. Not all of our PotionCon is on the same format. Some things will be, I think the game show might be the only thing on Zoom, but some things will be, say, a Zoom call, and another thing will be a YouTube live show, and another thing will be a Discord game with people playing Critter Kitchen. It's just a variety of different ways to get into PotionCon. You may like Discord. You may like to just watch YouTubes. You may want to play the game, or you might just want to watch a how to play video. We're going to have all of it. You might just want to win prizes. We got you covered also. There are so many things we're going to give away. I can't even get into it all right now, but you can win a lot. Namely, also, if you've not got a ticket, the tickets actually allow you to win something as well. We're going to give it a Potion Dragon plush. I don't have one handy. Potion Dragon plush every hour to a ticket holder. So don't have to be present to win. We're going to post all the winners in Discord. We will also email all the winners. You could just win by saying, I like the idea of this PotionCon thing. But let me tell you about Saturday. So Saturday at PotionCon is the meaty, all-day gaming and special guest spectacular. Okay, every single hour there is another special guest, and I mean we are packing it full of people. I'm going to talk about some of them. I know I'm already going to forget some of them, but I'm going to try and say some of them. We're going to kick it off with Tim Chewin. If you don't know Tim is a content creator who does amazing cinematography. Tim has covered Andromeda's Edge, is going to cover Critter Kitchen, and is going to show you a preview of Critter Kitchen, followed by a fun opening coffee hour chat for PotionCon. Like, Tim's going to just kick us off. So we're going to have a fun time with Tim. And then after that, we're going to go into what I think is going to be one of the most amazing segments of PotionCon, which is Kim Joy, a celebrity baker from the Great British Bake Off, and a book author, and just loves critters, just feels like she fits this game. She's a big fan of Flamecraft. She loves the idea of Critter Kitchen, and she's going to bake something while everybody gets to watch, and she's going to do it with critters involved. We don't exactly know what she's going to do, but Rosie's going to be doing a segment with Kim Joy, and they're going to do it live. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited that Kim Joy is a part of this. And not only that, I can give wish I had the artwork ready to show, but we are showing on social media how we have turned Kim Joy into a character in Critter Kitchen. Sandara has immediately jumped on it, and she's now a cute cat with an amazing baking talent, and we're going to give her power in the game. It's going to be wild. All right. So after Kim Joy, there's a lot of different variety of things that are happening. There is going to be Grant Lyon is doing a comedy hour where I believe what he's going to do is he is going to rank critters. I think that's one of the things he's going to do. He might do a drawing segment where he's going to draw because he wants to submit. I believe he said that he is feeling like he should be the artist of the game. This is a joke, by the way. But he may submit his official drawings of critters for consideration for Critter Kitchen. So Chris, who's in the chat, I don't know how you're going to tell Sandara, but Grant may just be the he just may take over. I don't know. Anyway, Grant Lyon's got a segment. I will get the times of that. We also have one with the designers of the game. Now, the designers of Critter Kitchen are Peter C. Hayward and Alex Cutler. I've actually worked with Alex before on a game called Expansity, which is a lot of fun to make. And I love a lot of Peter's games. He's a publisher in the industry, actually. So Chris says, "Oh, I'm going to be tough on Grant." That's right. Yeah, you got to keep him to these artistic standards that we have at Cardboard Alchemy. You know what I mean? So to go back to the designers said they want to do a live design session. They want to be challenged to make a game on the spot. They want to just be like, they want to just get, they're going to do it as like, you just throw them a concept, they're going to come up with something. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The two of them together have a lot of energy. And I think that one of the things they've done in Critter Kitchen really well is that they have made powers for all these characters like on the fly over and over. Here's another one. Here's another one. They are so prolific and good at game design. It has given us a lot of content to work with to make the best game for you. Oh, we're so excited by all the different options that they're doing. And so to see them design on the fly was going to be great. Plus, they're going to have a Q&A. You can ask them questions. You can also talk about Critter Kitchen. Peter has said that he's going to put some design diaries on BGG about how they came up with Critter Kitchen and how they made it, which is all that stuff I love to read. Like, where was the first idea? How did Alex bounce off of that idea? How did it become the idea that got pitched to me at Cardboard Alchemy and then was so charming already, but then we took it to totally new places. So Stephanie says, and this is funny, I'm going to challenge them to make a solo mode of Critter Kitchen. Now, I don't know if you saw that in my past stream, but we did challenge them to do that. Mark Dainty of Not Board Gaming has played Critter Kitchen and said, I think it can be done. Now, it's challenging. I think I mentioned this, but there is there's a term for, it's a Japanese term. I should really learn what it is, but yomi, I think is the term, where you're trying to anticipate what your opponent may do. The bluffing that you get in someone's head, and Peter believed that that's not possible with an AI because in Critter Kitchen, I played a game with Peter last night. I'm going to tell you about this game. It was really great. One moment. Yes. Hello. Sorry, one moment. We have a delivery. It's live here. 1 second. Pardon me. The FedEx deliveries and the DHL deliveries do happen. Anyway, I wanted to mention that solo mode is about getting, so in Critter Kitchen, I had a game with Peter last night where he was testing a new character that scares everyone's mouse to another location. It's actually one of our cutthroat chefs, which we'll talk about when we get there. Peter was playing this character that would scare my mouse, and there was a really good location where I knew my mouse would love to go, and I knew he knew that I knew my mouse would love to go there. So I had to think if I should go somewhere else with my mouse, and I decided that Peter often gets me in the predictable way, so I went to another location that I thought there's no way he'll think that a mouse wants to go there. But he knew that I knew that, and he just randomly picked. And so he went and scared my mouse away and got all the stuff at the location that I wanted. And that was epic. I was mad, but of course that's what happened. You just like playing and you're trying to think about what the other person will do and not second guess yourself and pick the right chef to go to the right spot. And that's the kind of opponent we have to design in AI. And it is not an easy assignment. This is a long tangent on AI, but if we can figure out a way to get that vibe, that feeling, that same competitive thing of everyone gets when they're playing a 2, 3, 4, 5 player game. Yes, and Stephanie says it's just like the Princess Bride. It is 100%. Critter Kitchen has this great, like, I cannot choose the wine in front of you. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my, I still think about it. It's like, no, next time I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Anyway, So Peter and Alex will be doing a segment to go back to PotionCon, because this is the announcements for this one, and then we'll do some questions if anyone's got specific questions. We're doing a stream with Mark Dainty, who I mentioned, from Not Board Gaming, and also William Brown from The Hungry Gamer. And what they're going to do is a funny bit. I think they've planned to do like a UK meal and a USA meal, and they're going to like, who's got the best food. I think they're just going to do something silly, but then hopefully have an interactive thing with the audience. They might pre-record that one, but then also have that as a live stream so you can comment and chime in. Ellie, that's really funny. Never go against a critter when ingredients are on the line. Oh my God, that's so good. So we also have segments like we have a segment with Manny Vega. So Manny, designer of Flamecraft, is going to get a question and answer session where we're going to drill him on like, how did you come up with this? And what was your thought process on that? And maybe even ask him about the future. We don't want to officially promise there will be Flamebound stuff happening, but it's possible that we might talk a little bit about Flamebound, but it'll be mostly about Flamecraft. How did Manny specifically deep dive and make that game as charming as we all know it to be? There's that segment. There is another one with Rich Milena, who's our puzzle maker. Now, Rich has done all the puzzles for Dwellings of Eldervale, Mission Catastrophe, Flamecraft, and he's doing the puzzles for Critter Kitchen. And we have launched these puzzles have been going on now. I think there's four going on. 5, 6, maybe 5. There are 7 total puzzles, and if you do any of the puzzles, you can win these really cute chef cookie cutters that we are putting on the campaign. You can get those for free with any game pledge. And that's for doing any of the puzzles, just for participating and joining us on the puzzle journey. But Rich also is doing all 7. And if you solve all 7, you could be entered to win everything we offer on Critter Kitchen. It's the whole thing. We're going to pick 7 lucky winners because that is the theme of Critter Kitchen. It's all about the 7s. You'll see when you see the gameplay. But we are going to have 7 winners. And Rich, who's designing all those puzzles, is going to go behind the scenes about making puzzles. And we're going to challenge Rich at his own game. We have found puzzles that are based on like a zoo animal theme that he does not know how to solve, has not seen, and he is going to try and solve them live so you can see what goes on in the puzzle maker's head. And because it's interactive, you can also join in and show him how to solve it. He might be stumped, and then that's when you can say, I know exactly how to do it. And then at the very end of Rich's segment, he is going to release a new puzzle for Critter Kitchen. If you like our puzzles and you want to be one of the first ones to look at the next puzzle, it is going to be announced in that session at PotionCon. Let's see. We also have, I know there's some I'm forgetting. There are ones where we have Kickstarter themselves coming on. Kickstarter, is one of my favorite crowdfunding platforms. I know there's many you can choose from these days, but I've been using Kickstarter since 2013 to launch my very first game, which was called What the Food, which was a cafeteria food fight to the death. And here I am helping make another food game a reality. I'm so excited. But Kickstarter has been a way for independent publishers to realize their dreams. I couldn't do this without this platform to propose an idea and raise money for a vision that I believe in and we all believe in. And that's what's going to be magical about Critter Kitchen. and what we did is we invited Kickstarter to come into a session where we're going to just chat about trivia about Kickstarter or the top Kickstarters that have ever been, or whatever you want to ask Kickstarter, because they've said they're open to questions. If you want to ask something to Kickstarter about, what they're up to, or any of their categories, that Kickstarter actually has like dance and art and food categories, but I mostly use it for the board game category, right? But they actually let filmmakers, book authors. I once backed a hot sauce. They have like lots of things on Kickstarter. They have coasters and towels and coolers and gadgets. The tech side of Kickstarter, you could buy like bird feeders with cameras in them, and Kickstarter's got lots of neat stuff happening, and they are one of the best ways to crowdfund an idea, and they are going to come on our PotionCon show. Let's see. We have a Discord game. There's gonna be a lot of Discord games getting played. If you want to go on and learn Critter Kitchen, you can just come in to the Discord, and we have people who will teach you the game. If they're not available, or if there's a lot of people who might want to come in, there's going to be Tabletop Simulator and Tabletopia mods, 2 different ways you can play with the rulebook in there, and you can learn Critter Kitchen. And then there's going to be how to play videos like Tim Schuen's and a couple other ones. A lot of our content creators that are going to be live for the page are going to put their content at PotionCon. So if they've taught how to play, then you can watch that and then get a game with your friends, or you can wait for a what are we going to call it? A master chef or a maitre d' to show you how to play. So you can play Critter Kitchen, but in case you just want to watch some people play Critter Kitchen, one of the other things we're going to do is Thinker Themer and Jenna from Board Game Garden are going to come and play the game on our Discord. I will probably be the one streaming the camera so that you can see what they're doing and talking through how they play. But we're going to do a full live PotionCon play of Critter Kitchen with some very famous YouTube content creators. Speaking of YouTube content, actually speaking of content creators, but this time on TikTok, we have Rosie from Cozy Board Games in the chat, who is at Essen and has tuned in for this segment. And Rosie is also going to do a segment at PotionCon. She's going to sort of end the show with a live just hang out and chat about anything Critter Kitchen, anything Cardboard Alchemy. It's really cool that she's doing that. And also, Brad and I are going to do an Ask Us Anything segment as well, with tons of prizes and a special announcement that just a special something that's going to be in that particular session. Again, I know there's more. There's still more. And so we're going to have a whole schedule of PotionCon. It is, like I said, prizes every hour, special guests every hour, lots of games. You can come on. We have people who are ready to teach you Flamecraft, people who are ready to teach you Andromeda's Edge, people who are ready to play Mission Catastrophe with you. Mission Catastrophe for the month of October is completely free on the board, on the platform Sovereignty, which I mentioned in my last video. And Sovereignty is going to be there at PotionCon, and we'll show you how to play Mission Catastrophe. So honestly, you could have a weekend of your choosing at PotionCon. You could go catch Kim Joy baking something, and then go play Critter Kitchen with one of our maitre d's, and then slip into Rich's puzzle chat and challenge and see Rich try and solve a puzzle live, and then go watch an interview with Manny, and then check out a full play. I mean, as much as you want to be here, we're going to do it all day long, which means no matter what time zone you're in, there's going to be something for you. And we're going to all of it's going to be recorded. So if you miss any of the segments, you can catch it right after PotionCon. All right. Someone asked, how is Essen going? Because we can go into our questions now, because that's all I wanted to do is make sure that I got the news about PotionCon out. And of course, Ian's like, how is Essen going? Rosie is demoing. And she's got the rare medium Flamecraft promo, because she does have her own channel, which is Cozy Board Games. And so we sent her tons of those promos. A lot of people are having FOMO about Essen. I'm having FOMO because I love to go to Essen. It's such a good show. It is one of my favorites. I know so many people that are there. I love, like I said last time, I love that show and the pretzels. I mean, it's really about the food. So, but it's also about the games, and that is one of the #1 places to see games. And we're so excited that Critter Kitchen is on the table at the Lucky Duck booth. Let's see if anyone has any burning questions. We might just go into Friday and just, I have a lot to do with Chris Strain, our developer on Critter Kitchen. We are getting the page ready for Kickstarter. So I'm not going to make this a long one, but I will answer something if someone wants to talk about a certain topic, or you could say what game you plan on playing this weekend, or what you've just played. Tell me what you're playing. Because I have one, which is, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, I've been playing Wingspan, the app from Monster Couch. Oh my goodness. I'm on my phone going Wingspan. I getting like a lot of games in of Wingspan lately. And realizing, like, when you are playing by yourself, you get to try strategies out, wacky strategies, or see what happens if you draft birds a certain way, or go for this, or do that, or go crazy without bugging the other players maybe at the table. So I'm having a lot of fun with that app. So that has been great. I want to get more board games to the table, but most of the board games I'm getting to the table right now, honestly, is Critter Kitchen. So let's see. Ellie says, what any Kickstarters are newly fulfilled games you're particularly excited about? As far as Kickstarter goes, it's going to seem like this is going to seem like a silly answer, but I don't get to back as I used to back. Like, I'm a super backer, so I've backed hundreds. But then when I get into this mode of releasing our own Kickstarter, I go dark. Like, I can't look right now. But I will tell you, there's a couple that I really am interested in. Like Beast has an expansion, and I will tell you that Beast is an amazing game. It's a one versus many, and it's creative. The art's amazing. I really liked everything they did with Beast, so I will probably pull the trigger on the Beast game found. And the other one that I'm really looking forward to is Spiritfire from Orange Nebula, because they are one of my favorite companies. I love everything they do. It's chef's kiss over at Orange Nebula. They put so much effort into their games, and I believe, I don't know if this has been leaked, so I apologize if I'm leaking something, but Sergio Chavez, one of my favorite artists ever, is doing art for Spiritfire, which makes me even more excited, because that means it will be epically gorgeous at the same time as being a really fun. It sounds really interesting. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm an omnivore, so I would love lots of different types of Kickstarters. The ones that are crunchy gameplay, the ones that are super cute, artwork is usually what grabs me. Surprise! I'm down for the art. Rosie says something. Favorite critter. This is a tough one because I don't know if she's talking about the game or just in general. I actually really like rhinos, but it's a silly, I don't have it's for everyone. Thank you. Yes, everyone can say what their favorite critter is. I'm going to start because I said rhino, but I wanted to mention this kind of thing that's funny. I can't really share this with everybody. Until you see Critter Kitchen, until you see what we're doing, it's hard for me to do this. But what Sandara is drawing sketches and sketches and sketches. She's got ideas for cute little moles and neat penguins and pandas. And it's like this almost, oh my God, we're going to have so much fun. And I only mention it because every time she shows me another critter sketch, I'm like, now that's my favorite one. No, that's my favorite one. I mean, it's just too good. Ellie says, do dragons count? They do count as critters, and you can like dragons, and we do like dragons here. Dragons are awesome. Ellie also asks if we're focused on Critter Kitchen, which is absolutely true. Andromeda's Edge is in pre-production, so is there any new shinies to announce for Andromeda's Edge? There is. I do not have them ready to present here, but we received resources, the credits, the ice, the nanocarbon, and the titanium. So in my next update on GameFound, we're going to talk about those. We also have been working with game trays, and there's a really cool bit to show there. So just components on Andromeda's Edge are just cooking. Someone, let's see, Cozy says, so Cassie says sloths. Now, what's funny thing about sloth is there's a very good chance a sloth could end up in Critter Kitchen, because in our last live stream with Sandara, and I can't even believe I didn't mention Sandara at PotionCon. Sandara is drawing at PotionCon. There's a whole critter drawing segment where she's just going to draw some of the critters I've just mentioned. She's going to draw them live. And one of the things she did with Rosie earlier she did this in September, is she drew a sloth mixed with a crocodile. And I will say that creature now, remember how I said Peter now can come up with a power like that? Well, that critter has a power now, and it might end up in the game now, and that is just how this stuff goes. So yay for the sloth. Also, that sloth was named Snooze in the live stream, so look out for Snooze possibly appearing on this Kickstarter now. Ellie says deluxe components are exciting, and I agree. That is what we're about at this company. Sometimes it's about making great games, but also cherishing the games we put on the table in art and components and production value, because I mean, this is what the point is. I mean, we're we want to love and replay the heck out of the games we have, and we want them to be amazing to look at. I personally, I will certainly play a game that's amazing but looks awful, but it'll be harder. It'll be harder for me. Magical power making powers. That is what the designers have. And thank you for this comment from Miho. The production is always over the top and perfect with you all. It doesn't always feel perfect on this side because we end up having these conversations with the manufacturer where we have these grandiose ideas and then they go, you can't do that. Or that won't come out like you're thinking, or that'll be too much money, or that won't fit, or whatever it is. And then I challenge them and I say, are you sure you can't do that and this and that and the thing? And what? Because we want all the thoughts. We just want to break the boundaries every time. Just because it's we're pushing the envelope. And sometimes I'll see games by other publishers and I'll say, ooh, I really like that. I want to do something like that, but then I want to twist on it. I want to do it like this instead. So we are that's what we love to do here. And particularly in Critter Kitchen, we're also pushing those boundaries right now to present the best Kickstarter page to try and figure out what we can bling out. We tend to go out of the gate with some things already stretched because we just can't help ourselves. Silkscreen is already on, Game Trays is already in, Meeples are already upgraded. It's that's like base level, and then we're gonna see what else we could do because we like to do that. Thank you. Miho says the efforts are really appreciated. I mean, the point is, I mean, I know we're making it for everyone, but also I kind of want that same. I mean, it's what I would expect, right? The value in the box has to be there for me, and that's what Brad. We all believe that, so we want to do it. Rosie's talking about a 21 on each challenge in the Critter Kitchen demo. And I want to say I have only done that one time, and that was with the help of a restaurateur power. Now, we haven't talked too much about the game and how it works, but there are these celebrities that you can get to be your head chef, like Anthony Bourdain and Martha Stewart. And I was playing a prototype version of, I actually want to say it was Kim Joy's power. But I got three challenges to the top level, and that's what Rosie's talking about. But if you could do that without a restaurateur, that's some amazing shopping at the markets for Critter Kitchen. Kitchen is a lot of fun. We're gonna have how to play videos so everyone understands what I'm talking about. Ellie says a well put together insert makes it so much easier to get a game on the table. This means she plays it more. That is exactly what I think too. If anyone hasn't heard the story about how I got into game trays specifically as a partner, I was playing Gloomhaven and I had bought the $80 Gloomhaven accessory tray system. It was made at the time by one of the laser cut wood manufacturers had made a Gloomhaven thing. But you had to take level upon level and upon level out. It did make it better, but it really shows me that the storage system that you use, it changes everything. So for Dwellings of Eldervale, one of the things that we really focused on doing in that game was all the player pieces were in a tray so that you could say, do you want to play blue? Do you want to play green? Here is everything that you need. You're ready to go. It has your boards, it has your pieces, it has all your dice, it has everything. You're just ready. Choose one of the two factions on this board and go and start playing. And then when we put all of the cards that you can buy, so there's all these adventure cards in Dwellings. There's over 100 and was it 108? It's about more than that. There's all these adventure cards that you can, water cards and fire cards and stuff like that. And sometimes you don't have the fire cards in the game. And our idea was to put them in trays that you draw the cards right out of the tray. And when you're done, the cards go right back in the tray and it just goes so much faster. It's so much faster. You don't have this obstacle of, oh, I don't want to bring this game out. You instead go, yeah, I can get this going in 10 minutes. I mean, it's just like pop, 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 pop. It's ready to go. That is our goal. That is our goal every time. That is our mission, is to make games faster, tabletops smoother, replay happen. Don't overstay its time on the table. Just get game night awesome. Let's get more game nights. Bye, Rosie. Enjoy the rest of your time at Essen and game on. So our game inserts for Criterication, we're looking at the same thing. We're looking at a way to make the standard great. So no matter what, you get the value, you get the whole game that you would get in deluxe. But then deluxe, we want to up it and make it so that that whole setup of the board is simple. Your player kitchen pantries, just make it super easy to just go. Everything's set up. Get the cards dealt. Go. Start cooking. And Cassie says, just got Dwellings. It is so nice and organized. We freaking love it. Thank you very much, Cassie, for saying that. That is that's my baby, Dwellings of Eldervale. I poured so much into that game and I love it. And I still love playing it. And it's my dream game. So I appreciate that it's loved. They just did the third printing. It's not my company. So Corporate Alchemy is not the publisher. And I was the developer, and I have parted ways with that publisher. But of course, I still want them to make lots of copies of Dwellings. And Breaking Games just made the third print. I think they're going to make a fourth print, and I'm super excited because they got new languages now. It's actually in other places besides just English, and they're working on German, I think. I hope that happens. So Dwellings it's a treat, but it's a different kind of game. It's what's really interesting about it is, especially because Rosie has been on and she's into cozy board games. I did teach her Dwellings the other day because I was trying to say, she's also a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I thought, she'll really like Dwellings. I think she did. But it's not. Is it cozy? It's not cozy, but it's an interesting thing that's happened because people have said, can Cardboard Alchemy make these big Euros or crunchy games, or where does Cardboard Alchemy, where's the line between this game and the other game? And I think about that with Andromeda's Edge, which is a very beefy, big game that we're making, but it's accessible. I don't think that what we're the turns are super simple. You put a worker on or take all your workers back, and then every decision stems from that. That's all you're doing. Put one worker down, pull them all back. It's not hard. That's actually what our goal is, I think, is to make the games, whether they're small ones or large ones, to make them accessible. I don't know, that's not the cozy term, but that's fine. Andromeda's Edge could be accessible but not cozy. Miho's saying, hoping for French for Dwellings. I hope for that as well. I think they started with they have a partnership with Simon, I think, for some of the prints in Asia, and then I think that Czech started, and I don't know where French stands, but I hope so too. There's a huge board game community out there that loves to buy for French. A lot of different countries can take advantage of French as a language, and so that would be great. Stephanie says, would be cool to get some signed items as prizes at PotionCon or some future contest. That is really a cool idea, and I will say that we are thinking about that kind of stuff. I don't know that PotionCon will have it because it takes a lot of work to get things signed, but we do have some signed art prints from Sandara that we've been doing, and we do think that would be neat someday to have all of the companion dragons signed as some kind of a thing to get. So that is a tougher thing. I did prizes this year where I did signed copies of Dwellings of Eldervale from Luke Laurie, and I had to go to Luke and I had to get him signed and I had to get the copies back out and get them in the mail, and it took me a while, and everyone was like, where's my copy? And I just now got the last Dwellings to someone, and they were so thankful to get it, but I really wanted them signed because I just think it's so cool when you get a designer signature. I actually there's a contest that I did on the Cardboard Alchemy YouTube when we first started, and I have not had a chance to go back to that, but I'd really like to redo it. So if someone, you could push me later to say, where's that? So it's a segment called a Game You Should Play. And what I do is I go get a copy of a game that I really believe in from the designer, and I have them sign it. So I had Art Deco by Tate Wu. I had Space Base by John Clare. There was Letter Tycoon from Brad Brooks. It's if these games are such that I think you should play this game, you should try this game. I do a video with 5 points, the 5 reasons I think you should play it. And then in that stream, if you comment, any comments, just about your favorite worker placement game or some point you want to make, then you have entered to win the signed copy of the game. I haven't done those in a while. We've been a little busy. I would say that Flamecraft has changed the ball game around here, but I do want to do those again because I really love talking about different game mechanisms and things that I like. And I also love supporting designers and artists, and I want more games signed out there. It's really fun. As a designer, I remember Brad has told me this. You kind of feel weird when you're at a con and someone asks you to sign a game because you're like, that's like what I love doing. And you feel guilty or weird that you're signing something. Like it feels like I just did what I loved, but if you want me to sign it. And then the other side, because I have asked a designer for a signed copy, is just sheer joy that you have like the thing. Hey, Chris Williams finally made a live chat. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. Oh man, New Zealand. We all have FOMO over New Zealand because we want to go zorbing down the hills and see the Hobbit stages. Thank you for chiming in. It's nice to have you in the chat. Yeah, there's actually a con going on right now near New Zealand. So there's PAX Australia. I've never been to Australia or New Zealand. I would love to go. So sometime I'm gonna have to figure out this like travel plan where I just take our games to different countries or something. That's what I need to do, right? No, I don't. I mean, I don't have time for that. But I will tell you that I am trying to plan a trip to Singapore to see Sandara because I think that would be neat. I've never met Sandara in person, and I think it would be really fun to go to the source. She's probably like freaking out and changing her address right now. But I also want to go to, as a tangent, but I also want to go to the manufacturing plants that we use in China to see the how minis are actually produced, so that we can do better at optimizing our models and optimizing our print run conditions, getting the price down so that we get the same bling for the less money. Okay, Groovestone NZ. Zorbs are great. Yes, and we are making PotionCon accessible at all different hours. I do hope there is something that is accessible at your hour, and that even if not, hopefully there's lots of things to watch when it's a good time for you over the weekend. We do have, like I said, Thinker Themer is joining us on there on your Sunday morning. And we're going to do our Saturday night. We're going to do that play with Thinker Themer, and we've got other stuff, fun stuff. And some of our prize segments are going to be at that, hopefully that hour. That helps you get some of those as well. That could be it for the afternoon. I mean, it's a Friday. If you're watching this later, maybe it's not a Friday, but it's Friday right now. And it is 2 weeks to PotionCon. It is actually only 1 week until we show you what new stuff is on the Flamecraft with the Cardboard Alchemy store. We're going to do that in about 1 week. And then we have, what's after that? It's a Kickstarter. I can't think of the name of it. Hold on. I think it's this game. It's Critters, and there's Kitchen. Oh yeah, Critter Kitchen is launching on October 24th, and I don't have all of the fun. Do I have a fun banner for that one? I don't think so. Without Rosie, I'm lost in here. With I don't have a. Oh wait. There you go. If you have not if you're not following Critter Kitchen on Kickstarter, on October 24th, we are going to have an amazing time. We have so many unbelievable, cool stretch goals to show you, to cram into the already fun box with different modes of play, with different like player powers and location powers and different animal stuff going on. And so many things to talk about. So many things on Critter Kitchen. You gotta come join this one. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and because it's like surrounding Halloween and it's surrounding like near Thanksgiving, we're gonna do fun social goals that are about dressing up and cooking things and baking and talking about recipes, and I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We do like our games, and we do like our silly Kickstarters at Cardboard Alchemy. So if you haven't been on one of the rides yet, you need to get on one of the rides. And that is all we'll do for today. I am coming back every Friday, even during the campaigns, because we're gonna have live fun during the campaign. So next Friday will be the last one before PotionCon and the last one before Critter Kitchen. We will talk about all the things you might need to know, and we'll talk about the store opening. The store will be showing up with some new goodies, and we'll talk about all the other things you can win. There are tons of contests we have going on at all times. As a last minute thing, I'll mention that Rosie just put one up on Instagram where you can win the art book of Flamecraft if you take a cool picture of a potion dragon, or I mean, not a potion dragon because no one has those yet, but you take a picture of a bread or a meat dragon plush in the wild with the hashtag dragon my plush around. You can win an art book. We have that going on. We have Stuff the Magic Dragon going on, and we have tons of stuff at PotionCon. You don't want to miss PotionCon because we are going to give away the whole store or something. Brad's like, nope. No, but seriously, we're having a lot of, we want people to get the stuff. Seriously, take the stuff and have fun. I believe that's it. Let's see. There's a question about obligated to ask about a certain merch possibility. T-shirts. Well, we have this shirt. This is a Corporate Alchemy shirt. What you mean is you mean a Critter Kitchen or Andromeda's Edge or a Flamecraft shirt. And it is something we're working on. It's one of those things that is, I don't know when. Maybe I'll figure it out. We're going to put it on a third-party site so that people can get the designs of Flamecraft if you want that. We definitely would love it if people wanted to wear Flamecraft, Critter Kitchen, or Andromeda's Edge to your next con, the con that you're going to. That'd be neat. Axel says we should have Brad join. Now, not every one of our team members is as much likes to chat on the stream, so you may not see Lauren or Chris or Dwayne or Brad or whatever, or you might see Rosie's not afraid of if she has her TikTok channel where she goes live all the time. But I apparently, I mean, I'm sort of an introvert, but at the same time, I really like talking about games. I really like sharing sneak peeks and stuff. But I will try and get special guests on once in a while. We can have Brad on. We can like bring on during PotionCon. I'll probably be on a lot of the streams with designers and Grant and some other guests. So Ellie says the shirts, all the shirts. We do need shirts. Shirts are a hard one because when you do shirts on say Kickstarters, you can't get all the sizes to all the countries, and it's hard. But we can do specific shirt sites so you can get what you want. Chris says, I hate being on screen. Although I'm going to say, Chris, you are on screen every Monday. This is a short plug for Chris's show, The Full 42, which is on YouTube. Every Monday, Chris puts himself on screen. So, I also forgot, Full 42 is doing a special segment during PotionCon. Chris, how could I forget? Chris and Mike are doing top 5 games if you love Flamecraft. So if you're a huge fan of Flamecraft and you're thinking, what else should I play? Chris and Mike at the Full 42 have you covered. They're going to go over what should be your go-to next game. So I think that's really exciting. I actually can't wait to see what that list is because I like Flamecraft and I want to know what I should be playing next. And Chris and Mike are going to tell us. Full 42 is a great show. And it is on every Monday. If you want to catch what they usually do is an interactive game with the audience, and they sometimes have a special guest. They do a lot of different variety of stuff, contests, not like contests, but like trivia and like different interactive things. Full 42 is great. They talk about geeky stuff. Chris has another part of the channel where he goes over like the Ahsoka episodes and the Mandalorian episodes with his brother, and that's really fun to watch as well. Top 5 games for Flamecraft fans is an awesome title of a segment that is going to be at PotionCon, and I'm excited for that list. I'm thinking that's going to be neat. Let's see. And Axel says, I remember Brad and you talking on a video on the Elements campaign. For people who don't know, Elements was the very first Kickstarter that Cardboard Alchemy ran with artwork. This artwork was one of the pieces of art. And it was the first piece of art created for our company by Sergio Chavez. We need that time machine. We should show that video sometime and see what we said we would work on in that one, because we did talk about some of Brad's games that we are working on at Cardboard Alchemy, and I'm really excited for when we make one of his games at this company. I also have games, but mine are behind the. I don't have time to work on them, but I have ideas. I have really cool ideas, and it was my idea to do dwellings. I am so glad that I gave that to Luke, because he made it so much better than I would have made that game. So what I need to just either figure out more people to hand my ideas to, or I'm gonna do it, because I can't wait. I got some really good ones. I think that's it. Maybe we're just yapping. We're just talking. Thank you, Ellie, for that comment. I will take that one. That'll carry me through today as I work on the Kickstarter graphics with Chris for Critter Kitchen. All right. I hate to end these things, I love to chat about games. I love our Discord. I love our Facebook communities. Thank you for coming on as our YouTube community and saying hello. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you get some good games in, and we'll talk to you for another one soon. All right. Cheers.